This is more of a business one. So Conor McGregor, his last name, I guess there's another clothing brand in Europe that says McGregor.
Okay, well, no clothing line. All right, keep going.
There is a clothing line that uses McGregor and then capitalized in caps. And for some reason, Conor can't sell any of his stuff there, like his Reebok stuff there.
In that part of...
in Europe. Entire Europe.
The entire region of Europe.
Yeah. Because of this clothing brand.
How long... That clothing brand must be around for a while.
Yeah, it's been standing up. But what I read about it, it's like it's not doing well. It's not like a poppin' clothing brand. But they're going to fine him, like, I guess, 250,000 euros if he...
Well, guess what happens now, McGregor shit clothing brand. Now, if you didn't think people were buying your stuff before, well, now you're going bankrupt because people definitely ain't buying your shit. Because now you're the reason why they can't get Conor McGregor here in fucking Europe. What are you doing? Step back. What are you doing? Also, change your shit, though, huh? I wonder what their stuff is like.
I Googled it, and all I saw was Conor McGregor.
We asked Reebok to stop selling clothing that would be confused with the public. Trust me, no one's confused. I'd like to see their stuff, but it's ridiculous, man. This McGregor clothing, it's a fashion house. Let me see what the fuck.
McGregor fashion house. All the images I got were just Conor. This is not it. Yeah, see, they're all Conor.
Yeah, no shit. McGregor fashion house.
You and McGregor. Yeah, so I don't know.
No, there you go. No one knows who you are. I've never even heard of them. They should figure something else out, man.
Over here.
That's it right there?
Our web shop is currently closed.
I wonder why it's closed. New York 1921. Oh, cool. You make dad clothes. Well, dude, it doesn't even conflict with your brand of clothes. Like, if he was into the high-end clothing, like you guys are, it makes sense. And I bet they're just getting bombarded with hate. I bet those Yelp reviews are tough. What do you think was going to happen? What else you got?
All right. So Conor McGregor posted on Twitter, just a 1-year anniversary reminder, and he goes, "Time flies when you were on your ass." And then he posted that picture of him and Paulie Malignaggi when he knocked Paulie Malignaggi down in boxing. Yeah. And then Paulie just went off on him.
Dude has 2 kids. That's cute. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Does it do anything for you? The Paulie and Conor stuff? I'm so over it. I love both those guys. Nothing's ever going to happen there.
The fact that Conor would post that, though.
It just reminds everyone. You know what I'm saying? Like, just stays in the limelight. I don't know. Yeah, it's not the best post he's ever done, but he retweeted MMA history today, which, you know.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. What else you got?
This one is a little interesting. So the headline says, George St. Pierre opened a UFC celebrity fights. I'm really all for it. Well, what he's saying is that it's evolving into that direction, and he believes that sometimes those just crazy money fights are good for the sport.
Well, yeah, because that's all he does. So, of course, he's a fan of it. That's literally all he does. I mean, he did the crazy celebrity fight with Michael Bisping. Now his next crazy celebrity fight's the winner of Khabib Conor, specifically if Conor wins at 55. So, of course, he likes it. And it's turning into it because of him. One of the major reasons because of him. So he puts, now you can be the elite. God, he's fucking... The way I thought I struggled with speech. Now you can be the elite, but it's like a reality show too, St. Pierre said in Australia. The world has changed. I think we need to evolve with it. The UFC became more mainstream, and to attract more mainstream people, you need to have more mainstream athletes. I think it's a good thing, but let's not confuse who's who. I'm all for it. I'm really all for it. That's because you're the biggest beneficiary from it. You and Conor McGregor. It fucks everybody else. I'm really all for it. Or this hockey player goon against MMA guy, I wouldn't mind. Was there like a hockey player trying to fight, or?
Well, there was that one guy that was a hockey player, ex-hockey player. Yeah. But I mean, he's just trying to make a point. Like if some famous guy, and
he should have said, "I'm all for this WWF guy versus the MMA guy. Wouldn't mind." So I mean. Yeah, Wayne Gretzky wasn't trying to fucking fight. We're entertainers because we're entertainers. Decisions are made for money. Especially, I believe, since the UFC has been sold, They have big debt to pay. He's right, big debt, and they have to take care of business. I know it's frustrating sometimes, but I think it needs to be a mix of both.
Yeah, that's
correct. Yeah, he's right, and he's the biggest guy who benefits from it. However, for the rest of the guys who aren't that big of mainstream, which would be Conor, even Nate's kind of fucked with it now, but Conor, GSP, those are the guys who benefit most from this, and Brock Lesnar. There's your 3 poster boys for the super fights. Outside that, like the Dustin Poiriers, Kevin Lees, Tony Ferguson's, even Khabib's, unless he beats Conor and then GSP does it with him, it kind of fucks the rest of the lineups. The rest of the queue's fucked. There's 3 guys who this works out for. And in hindsight, it's not, and I do like the super fights and I obviously partake in them and I hype them up, but in the longevity of the sport, it's not great. But of course, GSP likes it. This is his shit.
Yeah.
He put in all the work, and so now you get the fruits of your labor. Same way DC is, same way Conor is. What else you got?
I got this. So, you know how Mark Hunt's suing the UFC because of the whole Brock Lesnar thing. The UFC, their defense team, wrote this in their. Let me pull it up real quick. So the chief legal officer for the UFC doesn't want the UFC to show, obviously, how much money Mark Hunt's making. But the reasoning is interesting, what he says here. So, I have personally experienced fighters holding out or refusing to accept contract offers based on the perception that he or she should receive the same deal as another fighter, regardless of differences in experience, skill level, fight record, marketability, etc. And then he goes, if this situation were multiplied across hundreds of fighters needed to successfully run UFC's or run Zuffa's business through the public disclosure of individual fighter contracts, the contract negotiation process would be unmanageable. So he's saying that if people find out how much Mark Hunt's making, then there's going to be this freak out of people like going, what the hell, I'm not making this much?
Well,
so they're trying to keep it under,
Of course, that's with everything. That's how you know it's a monopoly.
This is the second time they did this too. They put this motion in.
Yeah, how crazy that. Now, if you found out how much certain guys make and under the table and their deals, and because you guys only get what they report to the commission. It's like, oh, that's not terrible. No. That's just so everyone shuts their mouth.
That reminded me of you and the Crow Cop thing when you said you found this check by accident.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's the way it goes. Hey, but nothing will ever happen until someone fights for the fighters, till the fighters get together and put a stop to it. What else you got?
Alrighty. Well, so this is not an official announcement, but Tony Ferguson said that he's been cleared to return now.
Love it.
And then he did it in a little Instagram post.
God, I wonder what they're going to do with that, man. It's a tough situation.
Yeah.
Because you got Poirier fighting Diaz. And you got El Kukui ranked what? Was he 2? He's ranked number 2?
Let's check again.
So, I mean, why you wouldn't... I mean, again, someone's getting screwed. So why you wouldn't do El Kukui versus Nate Diaz? I don't know. That's a fight. That's a phenomenal fight. Think about the shit talking. 2 just absolute monsters. Straight as fight heart as it gets. Just as pure, the purest fighters on the roster fighting each other. That makes more sense to me than Dustin Poirier. But I like Dustin Poirier too. He deserves it too. But so, like, with these super fights, guys are getting fucked. What else you got?
All right, you're going to like this. Let me just play it for you.
The Ultimate Fighter will continue. Yeah. There's still a huge market for the Ultimate Fighter. The Ultimate Fighter still does well. People look at the ratings right now, and they'll come in at 500,000, 600, 650, but that's the initial rating. Now with DVR and stuff like that, the number's much bigger. Last season's Ultimate Fighter averaged around 1 million viewers. It's a lot of people. It's still a big show and a big brand, and it'll go on. We probably won't do 2 a season, probably do 1. And,
Is this something that'll be done with ESPN or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we can do it with ESPN and, ESPN Plus, The Contender, looking for a fight. It's all gonna keep rolling. The Ultimate Fight.
So this is from MMAJunkie.com, Instagram. So it's going to continue.
I just don't get it. I do not get it. I don't get it. I don't know what to tell you. But you remember, with them signing a deal with ESPN and ESPN Plus, they have to provide a certain amount of hours of content. So whether you can come up with a new concept, no, that take time and energy, time and work, and a lot of smart brains. So just go, well, let's just keep feeding them this bullshit. Even though no one watches it, As many angles you want to paint it and add up DVRs and all this stuff, the ratings suck. No one's tuning into it. And if you listen to any big time like radio, podcast, whatever the UFC podcasts are out there, whatever your favorite ones are, no one's talking about fucking tough. The general census, even among the fighters, is that thing sucks. It's just been worn out. But then you keep pushing it, The Ultimate Fighter's sloppy joes of the fucking lunch menu now. It just like, all right, I fucking take it. It's the only thing I can eat. I'll take it. You don't want it, but they just keep pushing in your face because they have to.